Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tech Team Trons channel where we're going to tinker and learn. Today, we're going to be doing MsgBox Excellence VBA Message Box Lessons 4. Okay, so here we are at lesson number 4, MsgBox Excellence VBA Message Box. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking into how we could use the message box and benefit from that. Uh, let's get this light on. All right, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video on your way in, share it with a friend. Sharing is caring, and it all helps the algorithm. We appreciate what you do. Also, be sure to look into getting the Grocery Dynamite Basic Access 2016 database system. It's a grocery shopping system that lets you look at some of the pricing and lets you look at have a record of how you rate some of the groceries that you buy. It also allows you to set priorities based on your grocery needs, and it kicks out a report to your Google Drive if you shall so desire. If you would like to get the Grocery Dynamite database, you could get a copy at grocerydynamite.com, or you can email me info@grocerydynamite.com for more information. It also requires Microsoft Office 2016 Professional Plus or later. When you get later, I built it on 2016. When you get later, it should upgrade. Okay, now let's get on with the lesson here. The message box function displays a message box and waits for the user to click a button, and then an action is performed based upon the button clicked by the user. So with that, we have a syntax. The syntax is you have the message box prompt, buttons, title, help file, context. Okay. Now, the prompt, we're going to talk about the prompt. The prompt is a required, and it's a string that is displayed as a message in the dialog box. The maximum length of a prompt is approximately 1024 characters. If the message were to extend more than a line, then lines could be separated using a carriage return character, CHR13, or a line feed character, CHR10, between each line. Okay. Now, the buttons, that's an optional, and it's a numeric expression that specifies the type of buttons to display, the icon style to use, the identity of the default button, and the modality of the message box. If left blank, the default value for the button is 0. The title is another optional thing, whereas a string expression displayed in the title bar of the dialog box. If the title is left blank, the application name is placed in the title bar. The help file is an optional string that, and it's an expression that identifies the help file to use for providing the context sensitive help for the dialog box. The context is optional. A numeric expression that identifies the help context number assigned by the help author to the appropriate help topic. If context is provided, help file must also be provided. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Now, the buttons parameter can take any of the following values. 0 as in VB OK only, displays OK button only. 1 as in VB OK cancel displays OK and cancel buttons. 3 as in VB yes no cancel displays yes no and cancel buttons. 4 as in VB yes no displays yes and no buttons. VB retry cancel displays retry and cancel buttons. The buttons parameter can also take the following: 16 VB critical, as in displays critical message icon. 32 VB question displays warning query icon. 48 VB exclamation displays warning message icon. 64 VB information displays information message icon. And 0 VB default button 1, first button default. And the following values can also be assumed by the buttons parameter. 256 VB default button 2, the second button is default. 512 VB default button 3, third button is default. 768 VB default button 4, fourth button is default. Okay, and then finally, these are the final button parameters values available. 0 is in VB application modal. Application modal, the current application will not work until the user responds to the message box. 4096. VB system modal. System modal, all applications will not work until the user responds to the message box. Okay, for us today, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the values first mentioned in the previous slides regarding the buttons and how they're divided into the 4 groups. The first group would be 0 to 5. The second group would be 16, 32, 48, and 64. The third group would be 0, 256, 512, and 768. And the fourth group would be 0 and 4096. All right. So these are the return values, and we'll look at the return values real quick here. 1 is VB OK, OK was clicked. 2 is VB cancel, cancel was clicked. 3 is VB abort, abort was clicked. 4 is VB retry, retry was clicked. 5 is VB ignore, ignore was clicked. 6 is VB yes, yes was clicked. And 7 is VB no, no was clicked. All right, so this is the code that we are going to be working with in terms of what we are going to do to get a nice little message box function going for us. It's simply laid out as this. You have the function, and it's going to welcome us with a message box where we would click OK to continue. Then it's going to give us a second message box where it's going to ask us if we like pickles and chips. It's going to give a value of 3, and it's going to give us some options to choose from. Also, we're going to use the third message box in this function, and it's going to be the value of A is A, and it's going to give us a value in the message box. So this is a really nice demonstration. Make sure you stay tuned. If you haven't already, click the like button. You know, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because we're on a roll. All right, let's get it ready, and we're going to get ready to go into my screen, and we're going to run this code. The screen is ready for us. Here we go. All right, let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna hit Control Alt F9. Oh, but I gotta be selected in the window. Control Alt F9. All right, so you see that we have our welcome. Okay, click OK to continue. Then it's gonna ask you choose your options. Do you like pickles and chips? I do. So we could click, the value is 6. Now let's run this again and see if we click different values and see what we get. All right, we're going to click OK to continue. That's given. Let's say we didn't like pickles and chips. The value is 7. Interesting. Now let's do this. Control Alt F9, and let's run through the OK. And let's click cancel, and the value is 2. Let's see if these are random. Control Alt, and then I'm going to click yes. and the value is 6. So it's interesting how that works, you see. Um, Pretty good stuff, you know. I like it. I'm pretty I think it's pretty impressive and it's a very handy tool to have. Um, Here's the thing. Um, if you like what you just saw, subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue on with these lessons. Help support us. You could get in by getting the Grocery Dynamite database access, the Grocery Dynamite Basic Access 2016 database system to get you good prices on groceries, save money on grocery shopping, look at the top brands, set your priorities so that you get a list to go shopping with at the end of the day. It's a pretty good little system. It's pretty simple. I use it. There's a video information in the, and if you would like to get a copy yourself, you could go to grocerydynamite.com or you could go to info@grocerydynamite.com for some information. And thank you for watching. And I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, share the video with a friend, like the video on your way out. Thank you again, and have a great day.